up, you guys? Hope you're having a fantastic day thus far, wherever you are. It's always 5 p.m. somewhere, and in fact, right now it is 7 p.m. on a Saturday. Super hot day. Whoa! So, what are we eating? Let's find out. In previous mukbangs, I noticed sometimes I take a long time to unbox. So we're gonna unbox before anything else, before I talk about anything else. Alright, oh, it smells heavenly right now. I'm so excited. Okay, I ate, woo, did you see that water splash? I'm filming in 60 frames per second this time. Let me know how you like the look and feel of it compared to 30 frames per second. Previous mukbangs, I always filmed at 30 frames per second. 30 frames per second looks more cinematic and it's more smooth, like more like blurry and more dreamy looking. 60 frames per second is what TV channels usually use, like news stations. Peekaboo! This is called the Amok. It's a Cambodian food, and here we have papaya, green papaya salad. Actually, I've heard that green papaya salad originated from Laos, but it is commonly eaten all throughout Southeast Asia, including Cambodia and Thailand. So in this green papaya, we have tomato, as well as, I believe this is basil leaf. Definitely basil. And there's slices of cabbage. Maybe we wrap it like this and eat it. Ooh. Ooh, definitely tasty. Spicy. Fiery little thing. It does not look fiery at all, but it's a surprise. What else have we got? And then we have little bits of carrot as well. Ooh, okay, I went to this restaurant called Chez Souvent. They have a couple locations. I got this, the location I went to is near Prune Yard. And they have, well, I went there 2 weeks ago with one of my very good friends. And we ordered the same thing. We ordered one of the amok. I really enjoyed this, and we ordered it with brown rice. Today I'm gonna just eat with some lentils I have at home. I could have ordered brown rice, but you know, I've been filming mukbang. I had leftovers, and I'm getting all this leftover food. I'm trying to not have too much leftovers, you know. So in this amok, let me take it out of the to-go box. As you can see, it is wrapped. Ooh, there's some water dripping out of there, some salsas. All right, so in here, choice of chicken or fish. I believe I ordered the fish amok. Coconut milk, collard greens, lemongrass, kaffir, galanga, and fish sauce wrapped in banana leaf, and it's steamed. So this outside is banana leaf. Ooh, I have a very soft spot for anything wrapped in banana leaves or served on a banana leaf as a plate. So let me get the lentils and I'll be right back. Peekaboo! Woo! It is a steam box in my room today. Woo! Alright, so here are the lentils. Avalanche! Lentil lanche. Alright, so I suppose it is fitting that it is a bit humid feeling in here and it's kind of steamy. After all, Cambodia, it's a country where humidity is no stranger. So let me toss this over there. Woo! Alright, I'm gonna part my hair in the back halfway so my back doesn't get all sweaty and my hair doesn't stick to it. Alright, I am going to unwrap this on this side of the to-go box. And let's see. Oh yes! So thank you guys, the viewers who requested for a Cambodian mukbang. And I'll insert those comments right here. Pet, 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 pet. Jugoop, jugoop, jugoop. Alright, and I got my chopsticks and fork and knife, well not knife, spoon. As for the papaya salad, I will eat with the crunchy crunch crunch. You know, in Korea, people love to eat spicy food on a hot day. Not just Asia, not just Korea, but a lot of Asian countries. People eat spicy food on a hot day. They steam and perspire, and it's supposed to help them feel cool. So I actually forgot that this is a spicy salad, but with a perfect choice for this hot day. This bite is gonna have some basil in it. Just open this guy up. It's like a present. It's a toothpick. Wonderful, I could use this later after I eat dinner. Ooh, I think I'm gonna have to put this on Snapchat actually. Ooh, food wrapped in banana leaf. If I can open it. It's hard to Snapchat and do things at the same time. Like taking a photo, you're focused on making the right composition, but at the same time you have to think about like, how do I open this leaf efficiently? Wow! Okay, let me do that again. Wow! Alright, so you guys want a close look at this? Let me bring this to the box. Hopefully the juices don't spill onto my carpet. Ooh! Wow! And because it is evening time, I have plain water. Usually I like to eat my food with green tea, but anytime I eat or drink green tea after 3 p.m., it'll keep me up all night. Last weekend, I drank green tea at 3 p.m. and I was up until 3 a.m. I just could not sleep. So without further ado, let's have some of this fish amok. Yes! Yes! So good! Actually, you don't necessarily have to eat it with rice. See, that's a nice piece of fish right there. If it focuses. Am I too close to the camera? That's a nice piece of fish, yo. Actually, my nail colors fit, right? It makes it look tropical. It's not spicy, but because the salad was spicy and this is hot temperature wise, the spice is resurrecting like crazy. Woo! I'm sweating. My bangs are gonna start sticking on my forehead. Actually, you guys, I'm gonna be going to Southeast Asia in a couple months. In 2 months. Within 2 months I'll be in Southeast Asia. So this is good practice. Eating Asian food, Southeast Asian food, while it's hot and steamy, it's good training. Woo! Because Southeast Asia is like a forever summer. It's either humid or really humid. At least with Singapore. People say that green papaya is like this natural abortion, right? If you eat a lot of green papaya or like pineapple, it's like a way to abort your baby naturally. So if you're trying to have a baby, maybe don't eat too much green papaya. However, if you really don't want a baby, well then, by all means, have as much as you want. Alright, so yeah, I'm guessing it's like a wrap. Maybe the cabbage is meant to reduce the spiciness of the green papaya salad. I ain't no expert, but I do know how to chew. Whew. My nose is running. You know, every country, or in America, we have idioms. One of the popular idioms is, oh, my nose is running. And in Korea, we don't have that same idiom. So when I was in Korea and it was wintertime and I got a cold, and I told my grandma, literally, in literal translation, my nose is running in Korean. And she was like, what do you mean it's running? But to me, it came out naturally because I'm so used to it, and because I was born and raised in America. That's it. I just want to share that with you guys. Idioms are fun. Do you guys have a favorite idiom? You know, when you pick up these little slices of papaya, it kind of looks like strands of hair. I like the carrots. I like the orange highlights in the hair. It takes quite a lot of bites to eat this. It's definitely spicy, but what is this? Is this string bean? But it's like the perfect amount of spice where I am this close from crying. My ears are about to set the alarm off, like boop, 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 boop. But it's this close from doing it. And I can handle it. I can handle it. Woo! It's hot. I can't even talk right. It is hot. If I close my eyes, I do feel like I'm in Southeast Asia. No, this is good stuff. Really good stuff. This is something that I do want to learn how to make. Woo! I need to shave. Woo! Luckily, I'm not filming this in 4K, otherwise you could see too many details. Alright, so I wrote some notes down on what I want to talk to you guys about today. Alright, so a couple viewers, I don't know if they watch my videos often or they just watch one of my videos, but I read some comments talking behind my toilet paper. They're like, that's gross, how can you use toilet paper as a napkin? And like someone else was like, I'm embarrassed for you that you're using toilet paper as a napkin. Thank you for feeling embarrassed for me, because I don't feel embarrassed. Maybe it's just because some Korean peoples do it, so I didn't even think that it's like unnatural. One of my favorite restaurants in Seoul, actually it's like this, it doesn't even have like a brick and mortar restaurant. It's like a tent theme, right? So the roof is a tent, and you enter this restaurant, and from the top of the ceiling of the tent, right, there's a wire that hangs, and then on the end of it is a toilet paper. So you just roll it like this whenever you need to, you know, use it to wipe your mouth from the grilled fish you ate. You know, it's such a do-it-yourself restaurant. I love it. So for me, it's not like embarrassing or weird to use a toilet paper, you know? It's like, the thing is, I went to this Buddhist class before. They're teaching, I'm not Buddhist, I'm not religious, I'm just spiritual. They're saying at this class, the teacher, the guide, was like, you know, we put label to things, we project things, we project titles onto things. So we call this a measuring cup. So this, we call it a spoon, but really it's metal. But because it has a certain shape, a certain scale, a certain feel, a certain use, a certain curve, with all those properties combined, we call it a spoon. But it is metal. It's just a metal, right? And even this, we call this a to-go box because it's a certain container, it's a certain material, it's a certain shape. It serves a certain function. But it is just what? Paper and some plastic on it. So in that same terminology, you know, napkins are, I believe napkins and the toilet paper is made of similar material, but because it's in the shape of a cylinder and there's a brown paper inside, you know, and because it's a roll, it's called a toilet paper roll. It just has a different shape, right? But it serves the same function. So to me, it's a napkin. And to people, this is a measuring cup. But to me, it's a cup, a drinking cup. It's a teacup because I use it for tea, drinking tea out of it and heating up water, right? And same goes for people. My mom is my mother, but to other people, she's not their mother. She might be just another lady. She's a sister to someone. She's a cousin to someone. Just labels. You know? Everyone is someone's child. Someone's precious child. Woo! Every time I bite into that, ooh, it's like a virgin, touched for the very first time. And that's the first time I sang Madonna eating Cambodian food, or food in general. You know what, you guys, Madonna is my spirit animal. So this is getting me in touch with my inner Madonna. I love this on many levels. I love this for the flavor. I love this for the vibes it brings out of me. The Madonna vibes. I'm seeing some sort of peanut thing. I think this is peanut. I can barely taste the flavor because the spiciness is much more overpowering. Actually, I didn't really need the lentils. When I first ate this amok, I ate it with brown rice. However, it's not too salty or anything, so you don't really need to have something to balance out the flavor. And to be honest, I don't want this flavor to be balanced out. I love it for what it is. If I were to describe this, there's a hint of sweetness, but it's mostly like chaptere, like a little bit. It is savory. It is savory. I don't know. Just the best way to describe this is it's really good. You know. Woo! My spice is resurrecting. It's still pretty warm, especially if you're digging inside. The heat, the temperature heat is still there. Woo! I would want to put a fan on, but the fan noise might be recorded by the camera. Alright, so when you guys are tired, what do you do to get yourself energized? I like to go to the gym. Like when I wake up in the morning, I like to hit the gym for a little bit, just walk, so I don't sweat too much. I also like to drink some green tea. I don't know, yesterday, I was so sleepy. I thought it was because of the heat, but then I went to a cafe. It had nice AC. I felt a little bit more awake, only like 25% more awake, but I was still sleepy. And I'm like, I thought I slept enough last night. So at nighttime, I meditated. I did like a deep sleep meditation, so it'll like help me calm, like just like any tension in my body, it would, you know, kind of hopefully dissipate. So I did like a 25-minute meditation right before I went to bed. And when I finished that meditation, and during that meditation, I kind of like fell into like a half sleeping mode. And when I woke up, now I like go into half sleeping mode and wake up again. And then finally, when the meditation was over, I opened my eyes, and my eyes were no longer tired, and I felt energy. But I'm like, it's past 11 p.m. but I'm energized now. Like, oh, I should have done this earlier in the day. So usually I like to meditate in the morning, but sometimes when my schedule gets really busy, I forget to do my normal morning routine. And I have to sacrifice my normal routine to get things done. But I think meditation is not something that should be sacrificed because it does wonders. Is anybody from Cambodia? Or anybody who is Cambodian? Raise your hand. Let me know in the comment section. And do you guys prefer the fish version of this or the chicken? I feel like the fish one, because it is fish, the texture is much more smooth. Like when you eat land meat and sea meat, like sea-oriented protein, oops, it's a different texture, like shrimp texture versus beef, you know? I feel like water, the protein of the ocean has a smoothness to it. Like shrimp, fish, what else is there? Octopus, what else is like frog. When I ate this with my friend, we shared half and half, and it was like the perfect amount for both of us. We ate to the perfect point of fullness. We didn't overeat. When I was in Singapore, I never went outside after I showered because once you go outside, you start sweating again. What's nice though is your skin is always like, it has water on the outside, so it's always moisturized. However, if you have makeup on, the thicker the makeup you have, the more gross it feels in humidity. And then like it's melting, you know? So literally, if you have like a cake face makeup on, then it's like a cake melting in the sun, you know? However, like after I was in Southeast Asia for a while and I came back to San Jose, my skin felt quite dry and it was peeling. I guess it was just not used to this drier weather here. And not only that, it felt colder here. So while everyone else is wearing shorts, I'm still wearing long pants and long sleeves. Oh man, the bottom of my legs are sweaty. Okay, so the bottom of my legs is sweaty. However, if I move them up and down, it feels cool. Ever since I started filming mukbang, my appetite got bigger exponentially. Usually I'm more mindful of my portions, but with mukbang it's like you just really get into it, you enjoy, and then sometimes you almost forget how much you ate. And also sometimes because you're busy talking as well, you don't always realize what you're eating the most, you know? The last time I filmed a Caribbean mukbang, and I ate all the breads and the dessert, but I didn't finish my main meal. I didn't even realize I was doing that. It was totally subconscious. Subconscious. So, but I do like to be more mindful when I eat. In general, I like to be mindful and aware. Ooh, this cabbage looks like a frilly dress. I got this for 10 bucks. This salad was also 10 bucks. However, I heard in Cambodia, you can get this for 2 bucks. USD. I could so finish all this food. Lentils I'm gonna save for tomorrow's lunch. Definitely getting full though. Woo! Oh! On the bottom of this, there's some leaves, edible leaves. Was that kale? It tastes like kale. Maybe it's collard greens. Woo! Spiciness resurrection. I'm eating the cabbage with the amok. Not because the amok needs to be balanced out to a more mild flavor, but because the cabbage needs more flavor. So who's helping who out here? Amok is helping out the cabbage. 3 more bites! I'm actually quite full. Woo! Woo! Definitely full. If you look at this texture closely, you get these like little prickly little things sticking out, but I mean it's definitely, when you're eating it, it's not prickly, but it's almost like little pieces of digested hay, I guess. Just kind of like you have these little prickly little thingies, like, you know when you look at pork and you see those little things sticking out of the skin? It's like that. Last bite. Woo! I am full. I have plenty of energy to work out after this. Dunzo. Thank you so much for joining me, you guys. I hope you enjoyed your meal and the topics we covered today. Let me know what I should do in the next mukbang. You never know, your comment might be featured. So, mwah, mwah, mwah. So I will just put little dabs like that. So here we go. Like, for me, it's very important to give honest reviews, but also in a way that's not like offensive. Be more of yourself, because you learn there is no solution to pleasing everyone.